So basically, this session is covered all the point regarding for the software testing. So basically, we are performing software testing into two categories. First is manual and second in automation. So yep. So basically, can you move on the next step? Yep. So first of all, guys, we understand what is the software testing. So as you know, like most like my tester will come to your my tester trying to complete the each and every cycle of the testing process. And so first of all, you just know about what is the testing. So testing is a basically key process of checking completeness and correctness of the product and software. And basically, a tester need to understand what is the client requirement and what our developers trying to develop. So once our product is developed, so our tester rectify each and every module and understand our product requirement should be matched with client perspective or client expectation. So once if our software is ready as per the client expectation, that time our software testing is done. So basically, if you are know most of the guys know. Sorry. So basically, in software development life cycle, the testing falls into the 6 phases, like sixth number of phase. So can you move on next screen? So I already informed you, like in software testing, we follow two category. First is manual testing, second automation testing. So in manual testing, we process test cases to proceed each and every module to verify. And all the test cases executed by the tester manually according to the user's perspective. And manual testing is also mandated because we have a human logic. So we need to understand each and every requirement as per the client perspective. So we need to understand each and every logic and understand the client requirement. So manual testing requires knowledge of manual technique, but if we are talking about the automation, so automation, we need to write some script and execute our automation part. So guys, do you understand what is a manual testing? Sangam, I think you have lost question on a software testing.
Yeah, Ritu, can you, if it will be really nice if you can explain the same with any example that we can relate to.
Suppose you need to you want to book a movie ticket and you want to proceed like select your movie, then after that try to that movie ticket, and after to move on the cart page, and after move on the checkout screen. So this is your requirement, right?
Yes.
This is the client requirement. So now our tester what will do, they verify each and every screens, like in movie screen upcoming movies should be displayed, like all the new movie should be displayed or the existing movie should be displayed, and what were the charges of that movies, and where are the seating arrangement of the particular PVR or cinemas. And after that, suppose if we are moving into the buy now, if you click on any seat, so we need to take care that like manual tester should be take care of that, like as per the seating arrangement, what price will be reflected.
Okay.
Because as per the client requirement, there are the different categories of sitting area arrangement where price falls to different categories.
Okay.
So this should be verified from the manual tester, and a part of that, when users select their sitting area, after then they move into the next checkout, or we can say cart page.
Mm-hmm.
So after that cart page, our tester should be identify the payment gateway and how many payment channels should be available on their payment gateway. This kind of the scenario should be verified by our manual tester.
Okay. Got it.
Yes. After that, how many amount should be deducted from your wallet and should be deducted from your account? It also verified by manual tester.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. And for the same thing, if you want these things as an automation perspective, so you have to write some script in some in some framework. After that, you also able to do these things. But in automation, we only need to, like, if our requirement is fixed, because some we can't implement change one by one in our code. So once our requirement is fixed, then we are need to prepare a test script for that. If our requirement is not freeze, so we are able to perform only manual testing. So next screen, Raj. So as you know, all the developer and managers should be know, this is a software development life cycle, and we have a lots of phase in this cycle. First is requirement phase, designing phase, development phase, testing phase, deployment, and maintenance phase. Sorry, actually I mentioned that testing is sixth phase. No, it's only a fourth phase. I was wrong. Sorry, this is my mistake. So in this software development life cycle, we have falls into the fourth step. So as you know, like a requirement phase, you guys know, designing phase, I'm just skipping this phases. I'm just moving into the testing phase. Can you move on the slide? So I already inform you what is the testing, and I already inform you what is the manual testing. So guys, in manual testing, we have a different categories. These are a level of testings. First is unit testing, second is integration testing, third is system testing, or fourth, user acceptance testing. This is in short UAT or customer testing we get them. So if we are falls into the unit testing, so guys, unit testing only performed by the developer side. So basically, in unit, like a developer need to verify their code as a unit level. Once they are verified their unit module testing, so after that they can move their product or software to tester for integration or further testing. If I'm talking about and basically, if a developer wants, so they can also implement unit testing as a manual base or a automation base. So if I'm talking about the automation part, so I think there are some tools like a JUnit framework for a core Java things, and PyTest for Python framework for unit testing. So we can also perform unit testing as automation and manual. So if you want to perform manual, so just deploy your code and start testing as per the manual basis. That's it. Nothing you have to learn about this unit testing. Just understand your core concept and start testing. If we combine that unit level of module in a single platform, that is converted into the integration testing. Like if you have a module 1, module B, module C, and once you start to testing together in a single platform is called a integration testing. Guys, do you have any doubt and any question on this? What is a unit and integration testing? Any question?
Not from my end. Maybe others can have, then they can ask.
Okay. Next. So this system testing. In system testing, we have a different types of testing. System testing covered functionality testing, performance testing, reliability testing, configuration testing, security, and security testing. So guys, system testing is also combination of the non-functional and functional testing. So functional basically depend on the requirement of the client perspective, and non-functional depend on your system, your operating system requirement, and your storage, your battery consumption, your optimization, all the things cover into the non-functionality. So functionality, basically functionality, I already informed you, like if you have a one login module, suppose username and password, so you should be confirmed that like username and password should be prepared as per the client requirement and as per the client perspective. And once you are done, so user can able to log in with these field username and password. So this is your functionality. Performance, like how much time it will take to take a login. So this is called a performance testing. If scalability is the match as per the like if a client give you some optimization things, so you have to measure this thing into the scalability testing. Configuration, like your device, like your software supporting system, and how, like what kind of the environment they want. Like it's also based on a client configuration part, like what kind of the like text the client wants to prepare their product is also uh, need to test. It should be covered into the configuration testing. Security, how much your code is secure, and how you can maintain your security for regarding for your software or code, just cover into the security testing based on a web vulnerability or network throttling kind of the testing, also implementing the security testing. Okay, so I think guys you understand what is a unit testing, integration testing, and system testing. System testing most of the covered functionality and non-functionality both parts. Any doubt? Okay, I think no one having any doubt. So let me ask one question. Chitransh, can you tell me what is a unit testing? I'm audible, guys.
Yes, yes, yes.
Chitransh? Okay. Hina?
Yes, Ritu.
Hina, I think you understand
Yeah,
manual concept. Tell me what is the unit
yeah.
testing?
Yeah, so as per my understanding, I think unit testing is when you test a module, right?
Hmm.
When you go for testing for a module, and then comes the integration testing. In the integration testing, you test multiple modules at one time.
And Hina, who performed this unit testing?
Developers.
Fine. Thanks, Hina. Okay, so next session will be taken care by Suraj.
Yeah, hello, good evening all. Yeah, this is the test design techniques, miss. Yeah, whenever any tester is testing the software, he will follow some test design techniques. First is boundary value analysis, means here, uh, suppose we have an age text field. In that, we have to test the age text field. So we don't execute so many test cases for there. We follow some techniques, means example, we have to test minimum 18, means age text field is accepted only between 18 to 56 group. So here we test the
Suraj, your voice is breaking. You're not audible clearly. Can you just repeat what you start like you said earlier?
yes, okay. Uh, Now audible? I'm audible.
Yeah.
Okay. Test design techniques means first is the boundary value analysis. Here I can take the example. Suppose we have to test the any age text field. Age text field is accepting the age group of 18 to 56. So we cannot we cannot enter 80, 18, 19, 20 here like that. We have to test only 18, 56, 57 and 17. Means in okay. Means we have to here test minimum group and maximum group. So next is next.
Your voice is
Suraj,
breaking.
your voice is breaking. Hello.
Okay, okay.
Hello.
One second. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Suraj, you are audible.
Now my voice is okay. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. Here next is equivalence class partitioning. Means suppose we have to test one number field. In that we do not test so many mobile numbers. Here we follow here we follow the techniques like we have to enter means the software is made only for India. Then we have to test 10-digit number, and one is 9-digit number and one is 11-digit number. Here we'll cover all the scenario with 3 test cases. This is test design techniques. So anyone have any questions about this equivalence class partitioning? Hello.
Suraj, so earlier you defined that boundary value analysis. So there we were testing the uh, you can say range, specific range, right?
Yes, yes.
But here you are counting the actual numbers. So is this the only difference between these two analysis?
Yes, generally in boundary value analysis, we focus only on range. Means,
Okay.
yeah, and in equivalence class partitioning, we focuses on the value.
Okay. Got it.
So now we further moving to the automation testing. Yeah, automation testing means testing an application features with the help of automation tools and execute script. So as of now, we discuss about the manual testing, but now we will discussing about the automation testing. We can do automation testing with different tools. Uh, Now we will discuss this. First is Selenium. It is most popular tool in the industry. Most of the companies using Selenium. It is open source. So we can use Selenium in different languages like Java, Python, Ruby. And next is Sahi Pro. Sahi Pro tool is also automation testing tool, but it is supported only for JavaScript and Java languages. In Sahi Pro, we can test window desktop applications, web applications, and SAP GUI. Yeah. Next is test complete tool, and fourth is Selendroid. We can use Selendroid for the only for Android application testing. This is the drawback. To overcome this, most of the industry is using IPM because in IPM we are doing both iOS as well as Android application testing. So, so in this section we are discussing about the Selenium only. Yeah. In our company, we are using Selenium. That's why today I have discussed about the basically for Selenium tool. So Selenium is open source. Already we have discussed. It's accept multiple languages. Means means any project is written in Java or Python, C Sharp. Then we can use the Selenium. It support multiple platform also. Means we can use in Mac, Windows, Linux, and whenever the client requirement is that we have to test in multiple browsers. At that time also we use Selenium. It supports Firefox, Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Opera. Yeah. But here is the only thing that Selenium supports only for web-based applications. It's not supported desktop application, or you can say standalone applications, mobile applications. Next. So Selenium testing tools. Here are different Selenium testing tools. First is Selenium IDE. Uh, but now currently most popular is Selenium WebDriver, because in Selenium IDE we can write a script for Selenium IDE only in Firefox, and Selenium IDE is supported only for Java language. To overcome this, Selenium RC is introduced. In Selenium RC, if we use Selenium RC tool, we can write script in different languages like Python, Java, C Sharp, and all. But additional things are added in the Selenium WebDriver, and so that's why the reason our company is using Selenium WebDriver for web-based testing. So Selenium structure of Selenium WebDriver means here we can now we are discussing about the architecture of Selenium WebDriver. So guys, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, shall I continue?
Suraj, I just want to ask a question. Let's say if our software code is having too many scripts and we want to test it using Selenium. So, do we need to write to all the scripts in Selenium for testing all the modules? Means, let's say if there are 1,000 modules, and so we want to test that. So, how we can use Selenium to do that type of testing? Let's say if we are having 1,000 modules, then how we will do that?
Yes, we are following for that we are following some frameworks. I will discuss with after some time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, you are saying that if it's a small size application and if it's a large size application, so we do have different techniques, and you will discuss later on, right? Are you able to hear me?
Sorry, did not get you, Ravinder. Please repeat again.
Ritu, so I was just asking, let's say if our software code has, let's say, 1,000 modules, or you can say 100 modules, and if we want to test all those modules, then how we can do that using Selenium?
Ravinder,
Means
first
we
of
have
all,
to write
it's not
tests.
Yep, yep. It's not matter like if you have 1,000 modules or 100 modules, we can able to write a test script with a different kind of the framework into the Selenium. So, if you're talking about the 1,000 modules, for that we are using a TestNG framework, and we need to implement some logic for that. And after that, we can able to execute all 1,000 module together.
Okay, yes. So basically that I want to clear that, let's say if we are having
We are
lots
able
and lots
to.
of module, and if it's a very
Yes.
complex application, then how we will do that?
Yes, we can do this with the help of Selenium WebDriver with TestNG framework. Because in
Okay.
TestNG framework, we have a 10 annotation for that, and we are arranging those annotation into our script. And after that, prioritize our module and start to execute it, each and every module together. And after that, we're generating test report.
Okay, thank you.
But it's only supported for only for a web-based application, as
Okay.
Suraj mentioned.
Okay, yes, yes. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
So now we are discussing Selenium WebDriver architecture. Our testing team is using Java language for Selenium WebDriver. So I will discussing about the Java language with Selenium WebDriver. Uh, so in Selenium WebDriver, we are using different concept of the Java like OOPS concept, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance. So Selenium WebDriver architecture, architect. Here is a search context. It is a top supermost interface of the WebDriver. All the abstract method present in the search context, it will be extended in the WebDriver interface, and both the search context and WebDriver interface abstract methods will be implemented in the remote WebDriver class. So if client requirement is that I have to test my application in Chrome driver, then we will use here Chrome driver class. We have created the object of Chrome driver class, and all the search context WebDriver and remote WebDriver methods are present in the Chrome driver. So which softwares are required for Selenium WebDriver? Now we will discuss about this. So we are using Java language. That's why we require JDK Java Development Kit, and we also have to require Selenium standalone server jar files. And here I mentioned the Eclipse IDE, but we can write a script in Eclipse or IntelliJ or any other IDEs. But most of the industry are using Eclipse IDE. That's why I have mentioned. And our company is also using Eclipse IDE for writing script. So here are fourth is drivers, means if I have to write a script and execute it on Chrome browser, then I have to download the Chrome driver. If client requirement is Firefox, then I have to download it Firefox. It supports all browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Microsoft, and all. So next is which testing supports Selenium WebDriver. So cross-browser testing, as we discussed, that cross-browser testing means we have to test our script in different browsers. This is nothing but cross-browser testing. Cross-browser testing is supported by Selenium WebDriver, and Ritu ma'am already explained about the system testing. This is also supported by Selenium WebDriver, and UI testing is also supported by Selenium WebDriver. And we talk about the performance testing. Performance testing is also supported by Selenium WebDriver. We have to add additional tools like JMeter, load runner. So anyone have any doubt up to this? Shall I continue?
Yes, Suraj.
Yeah, okay. Yes. For testing any project, we have to follow some management things. Means here one of the yes. Okay. Here one of the build tool for development is Maven. Developer is also using Maven project. It is available in Eclipse IDE. Maven is a popular open source tool which can easily available in Eclipse. So when this is basically for project management. Here I have mentioned one image that in Maven there are different packages are involved, like SRC, main, Java. In SRC, main, Java, and resources, these are using by developer, and this testing part is used by the tester. So whenever we are creating any Maven project, at that time automatically one XML file is created, that nothing but the form.xml. So I will discuss this now. Yes. pom.xml means project object module. Uh, the pom.xml is a configuration of Maven project is done via pom.xml. The use of pom.xml is that if I have to write any script for Java and all, manually we have to add the JDK in jar files or other tools, TestNG and all. I have to add manually in Eclipse. If we create any Maven project, then we don't have to add this manually. We don't have to download the this on a website and all. Simply we go to the pom.xml file. In that pom.xml file we have to we go to this central Maven repository website and type Java and copy the dependencies and add in pom.xml. Simply it's automatically downloaded in Eclipse. It is very easy. So next is TestNG automation framework, most popular testing automation tool. Yeah, TestNG stands for Test Next Generation. It is also open source, freely available. In Eclipse, we go to the help and here install TestNG. TestNG. Through TestNG, we can execute our test cases very easily. It generate HTML report, emailable reports. And through TestNG, we can execute different tests. If we do manual testing in that, if developer is changing any code, regression testing is difficult. It's take lot of time for testing through manually. If go to the automation, it very easy. Through TestNG, we can do regression testing. Simply, we have to mention. We have to write a script for test regression testing and run. Yeah, whenever we are creating TestNG tool, install TestNG tool, at that time one XML file is created that nothing but testng.xml file. Yes, these are the annotations of TestNG automation framework, means before suit, after suits and all. If we for every test execution, we have to use @test annotations. Then only test will be executed. Yes. Uh, These are the by default reports provided by TestNG. Whenever any tester is test any application and all, after the TestNG will provide this kind of reports. Here we can see that pass, how many test cases are pass, how many skip, fail, and included group means if I mention some test cases in regression testing groups, then here and some mention in smoke testing groups. This also here displayed, and also it will provided the how much time it will take. Yes. Now we will discuss about the locators, means how it will work in Selenium WebDriver if I have to test any web applications. So I have to locate the element of that web applications. So I will locate that element of that web application through different locators types. Selenium provides us a different locator types like ID, class name, link text, XPath, and CSS XPaths. These are, I think, these are familiar with JavaScript developer and all. Am I right? Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. I'm asking that this locators is familiar with JavaScript developers. Am I right?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yes, Suraj, yes.
because JavaScript developers are using this IDE and all.
Yes, yes.
Yes, and this is nothing but I am just mentioning the XPath means how it will we write the XPath for finding any locators and all. This is the one framework that is page object model. Yes, means we if we have lots of modules in our project and all, how we will manage that. So this is nothing but the page object model. I will show you the one image. You will clarify in this. Yes, this is page object models means suppose I have to test one Amazon application, Amazon website. I will create here in SRC. I will create one package like Amazon and all. And after that, suppose I have to test the login page and home page. So I will mention in the uh, in package I will mention two classes. One is for login and one is for home page. So page object model framework is nothing but we have to create separate classes for separate pages. Each pages means for each pages we have to create separate classes. For if I have to test Amazon and then I have to create for login page for separate class, home page for separate class, payment gateway for separate class, and any other search functionality for separate class. So here it will help that whenever the any developer is changing the code only for login, then it will help the tester to he will go to login class and change the locators. So it will helpful for the tester. So these are the classes for page object model framework. So we will mention here that page locators and we will call this in we create another package that is nothing but test. In that we will here suppose I have to run one test cases for a login page. So I will create in test page package I will create one class that is test for login. So in that I will extend one this Amazon login page class and I will run this test cases. So this is nothing but page object model. Yeah, same like this means without page object model structure and with page object model structure. Suppose in our project there are lots of models are presented, and if I write a script in only one class and a lot of script I have to write, and suppose the one developer is changing the codes, it is very difficult to find out where is they change the code. So we will follow the page object model structure, separate class for separate page, and call we will extend this in test class and execute our test script. Yeah. So I will. So guys, I will show you one demo for this. Yeah. Here, this is the Eclipse, and here you will see one automation project. This suppose we have to run one automation project. In that, tester will work on this part like SRC test and Java. In that, I have created one package, and I have to go for launching Misho website. So I have written the script for Misho website. Here all the we discuss about the project object model XML file. In project object XML file, all details are mentioned in project XML files like group ID, artifact, and version. This is nothing but the information about the project means what is the project name. This mentioned in this artifact ID project name. Here you will see that automation project. This is mentioned in artifact ID. So in dependencies, we go to the central Maven repository or copy the from there, and we will paste here, and automatically the pom.xml file will downloaded the all Selenium Java files, Selenium WebDriver files. This is nothing but the page object module XML file, and I will show you the, yeah, I will first of all I will run this class. You will see here. I will mention the WebDriver architecture here. WebDriver is interface, and I have created one object, that is Chrome driver, because client requirement is run execute test cases in Chrome driver. That's why I have mentioned here the Chrome driver class. So yes, I have to run this. It will take few seconds. Please wait. Now browser is loaded. We can go to the browser, and you will see that Meesho will be open. Yes, how I will write the script. I will show you. This is the URL. I have copied this, and I have write one test script, and I have mentioned this URL in. I have mentioned this URL in here, driver.get. This is a method. So previously we discussed that TestNG report. The TestNG report is displayed in test output. So here we will see that emailable report. Uh, everyone is seeing. Everyone is visible. This report we run was practice.meesho page. Yeah, past test cases is 1, skip 0, fail 0. Yes, this is a emailable report. We can email this to our team lead. It is very useful. Yes, this is all about Selenium WebDriver session. So thank you. So guys, do you have any questions regarding this session? Please feel free to ask me.
Yeah, I had one question.
Yes, please.
Yeah, is there any way to check the complexity of a code?
Means I didn't get. Can you repeat your question?
See, one of the client asked me, is there any method to check the complexity of codes? Even I'm not aware what does complexity mean. But do we have any method or software to do so?
In Selenium WebDriver, we have different types of framework like data-driven, key-driven, hybrid-driven. So in that, there is no complexity for that because this framework are manage project very well.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, Nitish. Actually, I got your question. I like to give proper answer for that particular question. Actually, what will be the happen? Suppose let we consider client have lots of give us a requirement, and it is not possible to execute all a requirement in one kind of an situation. That time, what actually we use. First of all, we need to identify a particular kind of a framework, and by the using of that particular whatever frameworks we are use, as per the requirement from the client side, which kind of test cases we want to execute first, and after that, what kind of a test case we have need to execute. It is all means it is possible by the using of a TestNG. Means we are using different kind of an annotation for same. So we can't say it is a complex, but it is a totally depend upon the requirement which we will get from the client end.
Okay.
Okay, team, do you have any other questions? I think we all are done. Abhishek, up to you. Okay, guys, let's end this call. If you have any doubts, so you can ping to testing team regarding for any testing doubts. I think we all are done. Let's disconnect this call. Thanks, team, for joining.